you eating whole ones?
It's delicious. Yep.
Or you cut these things in half?
Nope.
You call them arepas?
Put them cans on. Let's get with it. Let's get on it.
Let's get it going.
MooseCast episode 3. Welcome, by the way. We're hopefully going to keep this quite a bit shorter than the last, than episode 2 here, because you've been trying to upload that all day today, haven't you?
I look like I just went through a tornado with all this technology today. How
many times has your computer crashed?
3. And people say 3's a charm or something like that.
Okay.
You know? It's not a charm.
It's not. 4 will be, though. I've jinxed you.
We'll see. It's still uploading as of right now, but who knows? My computer can just give up at any time.
But at this point, we're trying to keep this condensed down because I think part of the issue we went a little bit too long last time.
I mean, it's not bad.
Okay.
I guess it was my first episode, so I was just getting used to the whole concept of being on camera, and I guess my nervousness just got to me because I tend to ramble on when I'm nervous.
So you've had to edit that entire episode, and how was it seeing yourself like that?
It was, I mean, I've edited videos of myself before, but going back to it, I forget, oh yeah, that's what I look like. So
that's what you sound like. It's weird hearing myself. It's super, super strange.
Yeah, I find my own voice to be a bit nasally, so sometimes I try to cheat my way and try to mess with the audio and be like, oh.
That's the glorious thing about being the editor on these whole things.
Yeah,
you can control that. But this is all for me to say, hey, well, once again, welcome. I'm Danny, by the way, project manager here at Moose Roofing, and you are.
And I'm Cindy, social media specialist and co-host.
Awesome.
The MooseCast.
And we are going to be bringing you episode 3 in a lot shorter fashion than episode 2 was. We are going to focus on, from the customer's perspective today, what does be roof ready mean? We want to make sure that when it comes to you signing on the dotted line with us and then moving through the roofing process, what do you need to do to prepare yourself and your home as a homeowner for us to come in and make this whole process as smooth as possible? So we've got a few things we want to go over with you guys today, and I'm thinking we need to, I'll do 1, you do 2, and then we'll go back and forth if you'd like.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, I'm gonna make you do more work today.
Oh no.
You do most of the work on this whole thing anyway, so the more I offload, the better. But first thing we need to worry about, and like I said, this is after we've met, we've deduced you have an issue. We're gonna go through, we're gonna replace the roof, but we need to make sure that everything is in order before we get there. So your driveway / the garage, please make sure your driveway is clear and cars are out of the garage the night before we deliver your materials, right? You're going to park in the street. If you're going to be home all day or for the duration of the project and you want your car to be protected and you don't want it on the street, awesome. This will all be things that we will discuss with you, or our wonderful production coordinator, Andrew, will reach out to you and coordinate with you prior to. But if you need out and you're going to be out and about during your roofing project, park in the street, because of course from the time of the material delivery is to the completion of your roof installation, we don't want to lock you in. We don't want to lock you in your own home while you have nail guns going off on your roof the entire time. But number 2.
Well, during the whole roof installation, you're going to see a lot of stuff coming off of your home, whether it's shingles, some sort of tools. Who knows? Someone might just accidentally drop their tools. Hey. Nails, anything of that sort of stuff. We just want to ask homeowners to cut their grass short, so it's just an easier cleanup for us, and yeah, it just makes the process of all that easier.
Absolutely. We're big on cleanup anyway. So of course we have, and I'm sure you're going to give us examples here. We have a catch-all system that goes above the tarp that will go around the perimeter of your home, just to help catch debris, protect landscaping, all that other good stuff. But after all of that is done, whatever nails, whatever other debris and whatnot is, not handled by the tarp or the catch-all system, we're going to go around with little magnet lawnmowers essentially and go around the perimeter of your home to make sure that no children, you yourself, or any paws are going to get any nails stuck in them. So having the grass shorter does help with that process, helping spot debris, helping spot any sort of garbage that we need to go ahead and get taken care of, and more importantly the nails as well. So definitely I would say lawn preparation is a big thing, and we ask if you can, and this is, I don't want to get too granular here, but hey, an inch or an inch and a half, if you can set your deck height on your lawnmower there and get that taken care of, that would be awesome. Because like I said, any nails that are dropped in the grass makes it easier to spot. And then of course we'll come around with the magnet lawnmower anyway. But number 3, outdoor furniture, decor, and ornaments. Of course, as the homeowner, definitely going to be your responsibility to protect any of these things. We are, and we always will use what is called a catch-all system. Like I said, that netting that will lean against your home to protect a lot of, gardens and landscaping. But whenever it comes to the patio furniture and whatnot, we want to make sure that that is out of the way to avoid any sort of accidental damage to, your property during the installation of the roof, because especially whenever we're doing a tear off, it is a dirty, dirty business getting all those shingles off. If you have that old style felt paper, it's going to go everywhere. So that being said, we do our best on our end to mitigate that with, like I said, our catch-all system and whatnot. But at the end of the day, make sure that from the, we have, not us, but there has been another a roofer that I know in Omaha, those glass patio tables. A hammer has been dropped through one of those before. Yeah. So protect it. Let's make sure if you got a room to move it away and give us a space to have some debris fall if need be, please do. Number 4, gates.
Yeah, we just want to ask homeowners to open any gates of your property. That way the crew can come in and get started on your roof. So even like community gates too. So.
Yeah. Of course, if you live in a gated community, of course, we're going to have access to that stuff. But people who have locked gates on the side of their home, we're going to need access to all around the home. So make sure to have that ready for us as well. Number 5, interior wall hangings and decor. So during the removal and replacement of your roofing system, vibrations, because like I said, there's going to be a lot of that happening up there. You're going to have a whole crew ripping off shingles. And of course, like I said, keeping your decking and everything below that intact. It is a bit of an art form, right? But the nail guns and whatnot, you're going to have a whole crew installing these shingles. So there's going to be vibrations that can knock wall items loose and can shake decor and stuff in the cabinets. So once again, make sure if you can, if there are any items on the wall, they're either removed for safety. And if this isn't quite specifically listed, but any way to secure any fine china or whatnot, or move that away from the wall, because you're not really going to have much of just a whole house shake. It's going to be mainly wall focused there. But number 6, coming and going.
Yes, communication is very important. So if you do plan on leaving during the process, just stay in touch with like the project manager or the production manager if they are present, that you are planning to leave during that installation process. So.
Yeah. And it's mainly for safety, because let's say that they're doing a tear off or they're moving materials around on the front of your home and you exit the front of the home. We don't want anybody getting hurt from any flying debris like that. So for safety reasons, just let us know. And anytime you work with us, you're always going to have a phone number on hand of, myself, or if I am your production manager, or the on-site foreman and the production manager himself, Andrew. Let them know, and then of course they'll make sure the appropriate steps are taken to ensure your safety on that whole thing. But number 7. Drywall seams. So during the removal and replacement of your roofing system, cracks in the ceiling and walls and nails may become cracked or dislodged. Make sure that you have a painter or drywaller in case of these events. Moose Roofing is not liable for any popped nails or seams that may occur during the roofing process. Houses can shift on their foundations, right? So I don't know if you've ever seen in a hallway or something like that, a door frame that can start to crack or something like that, these vibrations can exacerbate that. You have a whole crew removing, hundreds upon hundreds of pounds of shingles off of your roof. So if there are already pre-existing, seams or cracks in your drywall, those can become exacerbated. So we do roofs and we do gutters, and we do those very, very, very well. Interior stuff is going to be a bit of a different story there. So like I said, like this said, make sure to have somebody on retainer for the drywall situation. Pets, number 8. I'll let you handle that one.
You gotta love pets. I love pets. Do you love pets?
Sometimes, for the most part. I've got 2 furry freeloaders that don't pay rent at my place and haven't gotten jobs yet. So it's a relationship, I'll say that. I do love them because I feel like I have to.
Mm-hmm.
I threw you off on that one, but go ahead.
They tend to leave landmines everywhere. So we just want to ensure that all and any pet waste is removed so that we can properly clean up after your roof installation. Make sure if they are hostile. Would you say hostile?
Yes. I've been bitten by a dog very recently, actually.
So would you prefer if they were like
put up and not attacking me? Yes, absolutely.
This is just for the safety of everyone in general. Their safety is also important. So
big time, yeah, and of course keeping them up so as to avoid nails in paws, and of course for our crews as well, to not step in landmines out in the backyard. So if there is a dearth of waste, I'm trying to be as politically correct as I can when I say that. If there's a lot of dog shit around your house, please do your best to clean it up. No one wants to step in that. And of course, if you have a rabid Chihuahua that is a literal ankle biter, I'm not speaking from experience or anything, let's have them put up as well for the safety of everybody involved. They love you and they want to protect you, and we want them protected too. Number 9, pools and hot tubs. To avoid debris getting into your pool or hot tub, ensure that these are covered prior to the beginning of the installation of your roof and material delivery. Pretty much a no-brainer here. What would be worse than having an above-ground pool with a nail that just randomly lands in it and punctures, or you just have debris in the filter, things like that. So pretty much a no-brainer there in terms of the pool and the hot tubs. If you can cover it, please do. Number 10.
Satellites. If you have a satellite dish on your roof and you're having us detach it, just make sure you contact your service provider after the roof installation, just to make sure you don't lose any sort of signal or service. So make sure to do that.
Absolutely. And I will say, like, 9 times out of 10, anytime I see a satellite dish on a home nowadays, people are like, please get rid of it. It's kind of going by the wayside for the most part, but there are certain people who have to do it out in rural areas as well, or have to have that service. So we just want to be able to coordinate with your service provider to detach it and then reset it immediately right after, or have them do that to have it recalibrated so you can have your signal back so you can watch your daytime soaps. Number 11, skylights. Big one here. When replacing your skylight, often the drywall and paint on the inside are installed tight to the skylight glass or the frame itself. Please ensure that if you are concerned about your flooring, you may lay out a drop cloth to protect it from any dust or drywall that's going to fall or that would collect on interior surfaces. New skylights may have a different trim or finish that may not fit the same as the previous skylight. So the drywall and finish on these interior elements is your responsibility. Like I said before, we're not drywallers by any means. We do roof and gutters, and we do them very well. But the removal of the skylight and the flashing kit around that, of course, it is attached essentially to a piece of drywall on the inside that can, when that removal process happens, can chip off, can be somewhat damaged. Not, detrimentally so or huge, but in the grand scheme, we want to make sure you are protected in terms of, like, if it's in a bathroom, you don't want to have a shower full of drywall or anything. So if you would like a drop cloth, we can provide that for you and maybe even help lay that out there. But ultimately, anything on the inside of the home is going to be your responsibility to take care of, because we, during the process, are not going to know what's going on in there. And number 12.
After everything has been installed, please allow us 72 hours to complete the cleanup. Just for the safety of pets and children, we might have left something and we're still in need of picking it up. Just give us a few days and you should be good to go.
Beautiful. Yeah, normally our rule is going to be around 72 hours because there's a lot of nails that we rip off. There's a lot of nails and things and pieces of metal and shrapnel that could come off during that whole process. And once again, I know I've beaten you guys over the head with this so far with our catch-all system and the tarp and everything else that we do to try to mitigate a lot of that happening to begin with. Then, of course, the magnet lawn mowers. And then, of course, we go through and do our cleanup as well. We like to think we do a great job. No one is perfect. So when it comes to our QC or the quality check at the end of this, we're going to have the on-site foreman, the production manager, and then the project manager after that do the quality check to make sure that that's all done. And that might take around 72 hours at the end of the day here. So now that is a quick synopsis. I say quick, but we've been doing this now for what, like 15, almost 20 minutes now. Mm-hmm. So it's weird how time flies whenever you're on camera. That is how you be roof ready. Do we want to give away Aaron Roth's number, by the way, on a podcast? I feel weird about doing that.
Yeah, I think if I'm being honest,
it's by the way, it says that, hey, save this number in your phone if you are a customer of ours and you sign it on the dotted line, so to speak here. But go ahead.
Well, I am a little iffy on that because it is a podcast and it's like more towards like a general audience. Yeah. So the last thing I want is
the wrath of Aaron.
Yes, that and like just people doing stupid things,
weird stuff. Yeah. Even though I think Aaron would welcome the weird and the wacky if we gave out his number on the internet. Yeah. There's a chance that could go south. So we're not going to do that, but anybody from production is going to reach out to you via text to alert you of the material delivery dates and the time frame in which to actually do this checklist. And I think this is going to be a new protocol where we're going to actually probably send this list out to our customers whenever we end up signing you up to get the roof taken care of here alongside the installation date here too. But once again, if there's any issues during the delivery of the materials or the installation during the roofing system, please, whoever's number you were given first, whether it be the project manager or the production manager, let somebody know. We're always going to be there for you during this whole process. Now, we're going to try to keep this thing condensed here, but last week, which you haven't even uploaded yet, YouTube time and production time here is so strange to me. But we talked about our love of pupusas, which Sean Michael let me know there's a different name if it's a Colombian thing. It's like there's a Colombian dish that's similar, but it didn't sound as fun to say as pupusas. So we're going to stick with pupusas here. We're trying to find the best ones in the greater Omaha area. And we've got 2 places now that we've gone and gotten pork and bean pupusas. We're going to test them out for us and kind of for you as well. If you are still here, thank you for being here, by the way. I think we're going to probably cut, or we're going to do an ad thing. Yeah. And then we're going to come back and we're going to eat in front of you on camera and maybe even bring in some other people to do that too, if you're cool with that.
I mean, it's not weird. There's a lot of people that enjoy other people eating.
That's weird though.
Yeah, the mukbang. You say it.
Mukbang.
Mukbang. Yeah.
Baby, I'm from the South. That's mukbang.
Mukbang?
That's mukbang right there.
Oh, dear.
Do that again. Right there.
Oh, dear. Did
you say, oh, dear?
Yeah. Or how do you say it? Is there like a saying to like, oh, my gosh?
I ain't never said, oh, dear once in my life.
Oh.
It's, oh, my gosh. Anyway, we're going to run an ad probably. This podcast is brought to you by Moose Roofing. It is a Moose Roofing podcast, so this is kind of a no-brainer. But if you need your roof checked out, if you got spots on the ceiling, if you have a recent hailstorm, if you have a recent windstorm, if you have a leak anywhere in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please call an expert, preferably Moose Roofing. Smooches love you. Bye.
All right.
Here, not yet. Chill.
I already touched it.
We're gonna cut it in half.
Oh, too late. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have the whole thing. Hi, Mom. I made it.
Okay. Yeah, good call.
I'm so fat.
Oh yeah, man. I've gained weight and which is weird, man. I've been pretty active, to say the least.
Yeah.
Sweating on these 150-degree roofs.
You think you lose like 20 pounds of water weight?
I make up for it with just binging at night and not packing my lunch.
I feel like I'm the company Cookie Monster, except I eat all the candy that's on the front desk.
Yeah.
Yep. So what are we talking about today? Ventilation?
No. Only we roof ready, be roof ready
That's good.
from the customer
It's very important to be roof ready.
standpoint.
Your dog will thank you.
Hey, you know, number 9 pets.
Mm-hmm. Me
Are we
too.
live? Is it recording? Oh hell!
Yeah, I told you.
It's
I
It's
ate
B-roll?
a whole arepa in front of the camera. Now I'm eating my second one. Fourth one, technically.
You sound like one of them boys who calls them freedom fries rather than French fries.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Listen here on Moose, we have mucho trabajo.
We only hire the best.
Best darn Mexican Guatemalans you've ever seen in your entire life.
This is definitely
No
not
Colombians.
This is getting edited out for sure.
No, I ain't profile, I'm brown.
You could Okay, so I've
I'm
pizza
just
these
picturing
guys.
like Cindy right now eating or like hearing my chewing, and I bet it's disgusting.
No, I can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like,
Is it ASMR?
2,000 years later.
Pork, bean pork, right?
yes.
And this is Taqueria Tampico, and this is, please say the name for me.
Torogos
Right,
down Q.
that's happening. So you know of 3 other places too?
Yeah.
Okay. You coming back? Would you mind shutting the door? Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
I'll switch spots with you. You better look.
All right, cool. So, I'm gonna try one of each on each here. We didn't really have a plan
Do you know
for
how
this.
much you spent on yours? I think price is also a.
Ooh, yeah. Mine was like $30.
Mine was too.
Really? Okay.
And I was telling Danny how in El Salvador, all this was probably less than $10.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
All right.
about
So
you?
I'm serving myself
How much did I
because
spend
I
on
am
this?
rude.
No, how much would you spend on arepas in Colombia?
In dollars or dineros?
Okay.
Dollars.
Pork bean. So hold on to
I
those,
think
right?
It's about the price of like a
So-
cheeseburger, so like $15 for a
And
little
this,
one.
you need me to get you some too, right? Okay. Go. There we go. And this one. All right. So you serve the other ones. It's hard to do.
It is.
Yeah. One of those. Okay.
It's like cutting a cake.
Right. And please note that we got these about roughly an hour and a half ago.
Uh-huh.
So they've been,
Did you get one?
I got the bean, yes, congealing in the microwave.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
This one's easier to cut than the other ones.
All right. So you said cold salsa is the way to go with these, right?
Yes, in my opinion, but
But are you known as a weirdo in your family, though?
it's what we do in my family.
Okay,
I'd say.
Is it
okay.
like drinking warm beer?
Ooh, that's like a German thing. Okay, so I'm gonna go bean first, right?
Okay.
Should I? Is it always customary to put salsa on these guys?
I do. I just put
Okay.
salsa and then the curtido, which is basically chopped cabbage
Okay,
with carrots.
okay,
And I don't know what else they put in here, but yeah, some vinegar.
okay. We're gonna raw dog. I'm gonna raw dog it first.
It's like fermented.
Coleslaw.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah, basically.
So should we ask how hot our sauces are?
No, let's just find out.
These are These are pretty hot. The green is not.
Which is normal.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Ooh. So I'm trying the. Say the name.
El torobos.
Right. First.
The bean, right?
Yes.
Son rico.
My answer is I'm so white.
Me too.
You're gonna be the authority here, and I'm just gonna act like I am.
Right. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I tried the El torobos.
Yeah.
I won't lie. It's kind of like it's like more flour than it is filling.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the other bean one
Is it this one?
because I'm only gonna be able to speak from comparison here.
Is this the kind you brought me earlier to try?
I think so.
To be honest, I couldn't tell if it was bean or wheat or what it was earlier.
Oh, I just read. Wait, hold up. Is this one the?
This is the bean from Tampico.
Is this one from Tampico?
No,
Oh, then I tried the Tampico one.
that's yours.
Oh, okay, okay,
So you did it right.
okay, good, good.
We're so organized. We know what we're doing. Okay. I like the Tampico ones better. What do you think?
Yes.
He agrees.
Good analysis, John Michael.
Beautiful.
He's had like what, a whole one,
That would be 4.5.
4.5.
He's gonna have the whole thing. Hi, Mom. I made it.
These are awfully good. You good? Roof ready? Be roof ready? That's good for the customer.
I felt like this one was more beany.
There's more filling on
More
the
bready as well.
yeah. There's more filling on those from that place.
El torobos.
That happens.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. I think I like the taste of the Tampico one better.
No, I
So the
can
one with
agree.
the more amount of beans in it?
No, the less amount.
Oh, less.
Oh, it's not.
Okay.
I think I can agree with you on that.
I think the
Less
taste
flour
yeah.
and more filling.
Okay, gotcha.
Not
Ah.
as overpowering.
So we're gonna go pork from. This is not Tampico. This is
El torobos.
that place.
And this was.
All right.
This is the pork one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be a good host.
Oh, thank you. I've never tried this before.
Ooh, can we put a little bit of coleslaw on my plate just to try?
Oh yeah.
There's anything like
Is there like a fork or a spoon that we got?
Gonna-
Okay, cool.
Just dig in.
Dig it in there.
Just so you know, we're not eating it exactly, but we're just getting the taste of
Uh-huh.
pupusa.
That's good.
You have to say that. I would not say that. I'm judging this ruthlessly.
Pupusa.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Or arepas.
This is my favorite so far.
Really good.
But I'd say it's more
Mm.
like the bean with bar left. That doesn't taste quite as beany.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I wasn't sure if I was eating a pork or bean or combo earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but yeah. By the way, to the ones without the foil, is Tampico.
That, we didn't even think of that.
Nope, just now noticed. All right, so now I'm trying Tampico.
Michael's not eating tonight.
No, I
Now
just ruined
see-
my dinner. Sorry, honey.
And also, we're gonna go out to eat right after this too. I think. I actually ate light, so
I didn't have lunch today.
We're eating at 5 o'clock.
yeah, we're eating 5.
And we're trying the.
This is the Tampico pork.
Okay.
Mm.
It's.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a little drier. Yeah. So I think we've this is a conundrum because we can't. I like the bean one better from Tampico, but the pork one better from. Say it.
El Torobos.
Okay. Well, either way, these are real good South American hot pockets, y'all. Like that.
Yeah. This one, I got one that didn't have any filling at all, so I'm just eating flour.
So that's points deducted.
Mm-hmm.
That's this
We
one.
got robbed.
That's this one.
This one.
Oh, the one that's that one's this one.
That was this one, yeah.
Flavoring, I think this is my favorite.
I can agree.
Flavoring-wise.
Yeah, that one has really good flavoring.
Okay.
Mhm.
So my vote, because I would like the pork and the best one of all of them. So El
Torogos
Torogos is gonna be the winner for me
for the pork.
for the pork. Yes.
Okay.
We should do like a tournament bracket for these.
Mhm.
Anyway, go ahead. So what do you think?
Oh, for me, yeah, El Torogos is.
I'm gonna say that's the overall winner for this week because we're gonna have 2 other places next week that we're gonna try, right?
Yeah.
That you only know of. I'm just gonna have to go pick up some. By the way, whenever I went to order these today, I don't know much Spanish, so I really rolled that chicharrón when I went up there, and then she was like taken aback. I thought I screwed up the order, but I did well. But what are the 2 places next week? Because we're gonna have to. The winner of next week will compare with El Torogos.
El Torogos.
That too.
Yeah. Well, my other place is El Costa del Sol, which is kind of close to Bellevue, I would say.
Okay.
However, I just remember that they don't do they do like a mixed one, but they don't do it without cheese. So maybe we could do like a mixed one
Okay.
next time.
Okay. We can do that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then the other one is La Choza, which is like up by 24th Street.
Okay. So I'll pick one. You pick the other. We'll do the same thing we did today. Winner of that face off against El Dorogos. And then, yeah, that would be the end all be all unless we find more places that have pupusas. If you know of any, let us know. And we'll definitely eat it on camera for
Or
you, I guess.
Arepas, as Shawn Michael calls them.
I wonder if there's any difference in that.
Is there a difference?
Arepas are typically thicker,
Ah.
Okay.
but it's literally made out of the exact same.
Oh,
Corn flour.
gotcha.
It's just the language.
Either way, it's getting warm in here, and we got to go do things. So, I've been me. I'm Danny. You've been you. You're Cindy. This is Shawn Michael. Actually, everybody
Shawn
introduce
Michael.
themselves on
Yeah.
here.
I'm Amy.
I'm Iris.
I'm the guy with 2 names, named Shawn Michael.
He's got a hyphenated first name, which is super weird. Either way, this has been the MooseCast. Please, for the love of all that is holy and Gosh himself, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, not X, hopefully TikTok at some point. You're going to put buttons here, I would hope, or here.
Yeah, at Moose Roofing, by the way.
At Moose Roofing on all of these things. They're going to be on the screen anyway. But we'll be back next week with more pupusas, at least over the next 2 episodes. And we don't really have a plan for the next one, so we're just going to fly by the seat of our pants here. Smooches, love you, bye.